Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Just a short pass to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Fighting off the defender. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
I knew that was going to happen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Hit the afterburners, kid. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can't get him to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game. Together and getting a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room.
Yeah.
The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now across the 15 at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks will keep this drive going. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Catch in the middle. It's York. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Giving him his pads. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Oh, he's looking to throw. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
What the fuck is that?
Offense in a split backfield. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to power their way ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no...
He just walked in.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive.
Oh, come on.
Go on to the next one.
3rd and short. Just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In football, you hear the term quit, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back and win.
Here on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. That penalty helps some, but it's still 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers.
Come on, that was a fucking drop ball. Yay!
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little watermelons, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. It's on target and complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harrell. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he's able to catch it and go get the fair.
This offense has a second down play. Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldog.
I fucked that one up. Yeah.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. Still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip and tuck affair all game. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's going to pass on second down. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pickup. Second and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Just a little off. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Quick release by the QB. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
you got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in there.
This is a third and long. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
The give to the tailback. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes his man miss. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, he chews up yards, doesn't he? That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays, and thank goodness they got him on the ground if it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs through a tackle. Corralled and brought
Look, he's just not fucking tackling. That's crazy.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. On the move, it's Green. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Big 3rd down for this team. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stopping the run for nothing?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
They can convert here. That type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.